Hey foodies, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me again. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. Don't be a stranger, stick around. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Today I am making a really nice salmon dish. It is so simple but scrumptious. Sesame ginger salmon. Let's get into it. What we're gonna do, guys, is make a simple marinade. I'm starting off with some soy sauce. Then I'm adding some sesame seed oil. We're gonna add some rice vinegar. You can use lemon juice if you don't have rice vinegar. And some minced ginger, fresh ginger, really good. And some garlic, of course. Then brown sugar, not a lot, just a little bit. And some black pepper. Whisk all of these together. This is super simple. I'm not using any salt because the soy sauce is very salty. I'd like to marinate the fish for about 20 minutes. So I'm using this large glass dish so that it can fit those big fillets that I'm using today. So I'm just gonna lay them in there and pour the marinade all over. Now usually if the fillets are skinless, I just leave them as is to marinate. But because the skin is left on, I'm going to flip them over so the flesh can just soak up the marinade. And I just decided to add another piece last minute, okay? So what I'm going to do, turn them over and kind of overlap them so that they can all get a little bit of that marinade. So skin side up because we want the marinade to get into that flesh. So just press them down into that marinade and refrigerate, let it marinate for about 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes of marinating, I just lay them skin side down on the foil wrap. The foil wrap is on top of a baking tray. Now for that leftover marinade, don't discard it. You can reduce it on the stove, so just simmer it for a bit and then brush it onto the salmon in the last minute of baking. Or you could just do it simply the way I did. Pour the leftover marinade all over the salmon and then just put it in the oven. Remember, this is a simple recipe, so we don't want to, overcomplicate things. So you can do it simply like this. What I'm going to do now is sprinkle some sesame seeds all over. You can use more than I did if you want to. Make sure your broiler is preheated and we're going to broil this for about 8 minutes. If you don't have a broiler, set your oven to 450 and cook it for 8 minutes. Try to put the baking tray on the shelf about 4 inches below the broiler. And here we are, guys. This is done. You do have some little charred edges there because I used the broiler, but that's fine. That's a lot of flavor. This is gorgeous, guys, and super simple. Sometimes what I do is I just drizzle on some honey, of course, because I have a sweet tooth, and I just like the honey with this. You don't have to do that. If you have your marinade simmered on the stove, then you can brush it on here, or you could leave it alone, okay? But that is it. Super simple sesame ginger salmon. This is perfect with some veggies. If you want to keep it light for dinner, just saute or steam a bunch of good colorful veggies and have it with this salmon. It is amazing. You can serve it up family style just like this, and everyone could just help themselves. Or If you want to, you could slice it or flake it, but it is amazing and I really hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.